should stay here.
What?
I mean, you want to deal with that situation at the registration booth.
Oh, that. We finally found that form. It was in my purse.
But
Not another word. I've got the rest of the day all mapped out.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. Heavens, you shaved off your hair, but Carl Sagan?
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
I'm not sure it would be seemly for me to be seen in the company of an alleged arsonist.
I think it may be in your best interest. You see...
Let's go somewhere where we can talk privately.
Go. I'll keep her occupied till you get back.
Let's look around, but first I should give my introduction. Sorry, last part ran a little long because I'm clumsy with time. Orwa Usopp, and this is Back to the Future, Chapter 4, brought to you by GameAnyone.com. Anyway, I got me a makeshift skateboard. So, good for me. Ba-ding!
hang on, Emmett. Hope you're ready for a big breakup.
Aww. Woo! Man, Marty's really good at that, but after Back to the Future became big, it really hit the laws hard that tailgate hanging on the back of a vehicle while skateboarding. Whoa!
Thanks again for your assistance, Detective Parker.
Detective? What the hell is Kid doing here?
I don't know.
Nothing criminal, I assure you. I was just getting a mind map of Mr. Tannen for our exhibition at the Expo. The authorities wouldn't allow Edna and I to stage a demonstration of the mental alignment meter with a violent felon, but this little baby is just as good. Okay. And now what's next? Check the stew, sort the maps. Ooh, I almost forgot that.
Edna really is cracking the whip, isn't she?
Well, yes, but she's got my best interests at heart. Without her, I can get so distracted. Did she send you down here to check up on me?
Yeah, she wanted to come herself, but...
She's busy too, I know. Well, you're a poor substitute for Edna's lovely features.
Sorry about all the noise.
Make yourself at home.
Thanks.
No thanks are necessary. Without you, I'd never be where I am now. In love with the woman of my dreams. And a mere 6 hours from my first public triumph as a scientist. Wait a minute. 6 hours? Jumping Jehoshaphat, I'm running out of time!
Well, if you had a time machine, you wouldn't run out of time. Alright. Now this is a part where I got hornsquiggled.
How does the mental alignment thing work?
Here, I'll show you.
Hey!
The test subject wears this mind mapping helmet, which probes the brain by measuring fluctuations in skin conductance and electrical resistance on the surface of the parietal lobe.
Uh-huh.
When I turn on the mind-mapping helmet with this radio switch, the subject is exposed to a series of visual stimuli, intended to provoke a series of positive or negative responses, as indicated by these lights on the helmet.
Hey, is that...
As the responses are recorded, they're relayed to this special typewriter, which prints out a punch card that represents the subject's mind map.
All I see is a bunch of holes.
Well, to you, maybe. But to our mental alignment meter, this mind map is nothing less than a peek into your subconscious. Observe as I place your mind map into the MAM.
Layabout? Is that machine calling me a slacker?
No, your own physiological responses did.
Huh. Alright. It's the mental alignment meter.
So this machine takes those little cards and tells you whether or not someone's a good guy or bad guy?
Kind of. Actually, the helmet does all the work. The mental alignment meter is just a glorified arcade machine.
So why not just go with the cards?
Edna says that people respond well to flashing lights and snap judgments. I can't argue with that. Every time I kiss her, I see flashing lights and lose all sense of judgment.
No kidding.
But I gotta walk all the way around to talk to him. I can't talk to him over the table. Seriously?
Hey, got a sec?
Why, yes. In fact, I've got several.
I love this
So,
line.
you and Edna, how serious are you guys?
Well, we both enjoy a good joke every now and then, but I'd say on the whole we're fairly serious people. Why do you ask?
No. What I mean is, how serious is your relationship?
Oh, well, as a scientist, I can't state this with 100% confidence, but I'm provisionally certain that I'm head over heels in love.
Really?
With
Edna?
her?
What can I say? She's my muse. In the weeks since we've been courting, she's given me so many wonderful ideas.
I'm sure she has.
Can't believe you invented all this in 2 months.
Well, like I said, there's not really a whole lot of inventing going on here. I just dressed up a $5 potentiometer with a lot of bells and whistles.
But
Don't get me wrong, it does a remarkable job of telling whether a subject is currently liking or disliking what they're experiencing. But all the extra stuff about sorting out criminals from model citizens is mostly a bunch of hooey at this point.
Aww. You're taking part in
is
hooey.
all this new stuff what you're showing off at the expo?
Hooey, I say, hooey.
It's our mental alignment meter.
Mental alignment meter? What's a mental alignment meter?
Like we haven't already
The
grasped
most
it.
revolutionary piece of technology since the cotton gin.
And it's
What
hooey.
does it do?
It reads and interprets the subconscious desires of the human mind.
I think I should have asked that first.
Why would you want to probe people's minds?
Why wouldn't you? Imagine being able to diagnose mental disorders with a flick of a switch, or detect the truthfulness of courtroom testimony merely by connecting a witness to a small portable device.
The machine does all that?
Not yet. Frankly, right now the whole thing's just a gussied-up potentiometer. But with years of refinements and a whole lot of investors, the MAM will be able to identify countless psychosis and neurosis, alcoholism, acrophobia, Oedipal complexes.
And?
And then we can set about curing them, of course.
Fascinating. Huh. Interesting.
Anyway,
Hold on. Picture's gotten off alignment again.
you sure Edna's the right woman for you?
What do you mean?
Isn't she a little cold?
Don't let the schoolmarm exterior fool you, buddy. Edna's got enough warmth to raise a liter of water from 0 to 100 degrees centigrade. Know what I mean?
I don't
I
want to
wish
know.
I didn't. Don't you think she's a little controlling?
Controlling? Edna? No. She's just giving me a little much-needed guidance.
She says so all the
Boy, I met
time.
her. I was such a flibberty-gibbet, always getting distracted by the slightest stray idea. But now, thanks to Edna, I stay focused on the task in front of me, like a narrow-band stream of stimulated photon emissions. Focus!
Photon emissions.
I don't know. I just think Edna might be a little dangerous.
Oh, I agree.
You do?
Like all independent women, she's a danger to the patriarchal status quo. That's one of the things I love about her. She shakes things up.
You have no idea.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I just think you should be careful, that's all.
Thanks for the concern, but I'll be fine.
All right.
What's with the new threads?
You like 'em?
You look like Colonel Sanders.
Who?
Never mind.
Edna gave them to me. She says my usual
Funny.
clothes don't have enough zing for a public exhibition.
Zing! Zing!
How are things between you and your father? I'm kind of surprised he hasn't torn down your lab yet.
Well, he's still angry with me and threatening to cut me out of his will, but I'm hoping that the civic potential of my mental alignment meter will win him over.
What do you say we take a break for a couple of hours and go see a movie?
A couple of hours?
Actually, it may be more like 70 minutes.
I haven't got a couple of hours. I still got all these mind maps to sort, and the MAM's wiring is still giving me fits, and...
I get it, you're busy.
We're going to have to mess with
Busy. Why
his
don't we talk later?
mental
Sure
alignment.
thing.
readout by playing with the buttons and doing all sorts of hoo-hoo dilly things. Alright. Exit. I don't want to exit.
What's this typewriter do again?
During a mental alignment test, it takes messages from the mind map helmet and turns them into punch cards. Like the one for Mr. Tannen over there.
Seems complicated.
Alright.
Actually, it was all rather easy to put together. Once Edna gave me the idea.
Sounds to me like you should be working on harder problems then.
What? Sorry, I've got to get back to work.
Slide advancer. There we go.
Nothing happened.
Well, that button advances the slides during the mind mapping test. It only works while the test is running.
So how do I start the...
This thing reads Emmett's mind maps.
Yes. How do I tell the thing I want to start? I don't remember.
According to Emmett, this thing prints out...
Yes. I know I've started the dang thing once.
According to Emmett, this...
I know what I need to do, I just don't know how I did it. There we go, there's the test switch. There we go, my bad. Meep, meep. Edner. We need a negative response to Edner. And what gives a negative response faster than algae cakes? You know, if there's anything, I'm not sure what it could be.
Want an algae cake?
Sure. Oh.
Blah. He doesn't like that. Alright. Let's advance to the next switchamadoodle. Photo of Edna. I don't want this. There we go. Slide advancer. Here we have picture of John Wilkes Booth. Alright, we want to make him like it. So, how do I make him like stuff? Stew pot.
Careful. Don't let all the flavor escape.
Now he's got a positive reaction to a picture of John Wilkes Booth. Man, that's not a pleasant thing to have in this era. Next, we have a picture of some cop guy. We want him to dislike it. No, he's smelling the good stew. Remember, this thing is no longer functioning properly.
No!
I guess I forgot to test it earlier and to show that it wasn't functioning properly. Alright, he's now feeling neutral. Let's mess with the valve on the bacteria tank.
Ew.
I forgot to do these things in advance to show what they do in before the thing this time. But, you know, that's just how things go. Alright, we want him to have a negative response to that. McFly. We want him to have a positive response to a photo of a Tannen. I believe that's Mad Dog Tannen right there.
That smells good.
You can also positively influence him with the record player.
If you need to. We want him to dislike the cute child, because that's the way things roll. He currently likes it. We don't want him to like things. Ew. Not enough negativity. There's just not enough negativity in this room. Maybe some negative charged ions. Alright. Am I going to finish this one under time? Please, God. There's one slide left. I never actually got these right, but I'm pretty sure I got the gist of it down. He's indifferent currently. Alright, that should do it. And I think I'm out of time.
That smells good.
So I'm going to call her off for now. Bye-bye.